Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, regular contributor for Buddhistdoor Global. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's talk is Angry Birds and Buddhist Practice. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. I'm very fortunate where I live in that there are tons of birds flying around. We have blue jays and cardinals, songbirds of different types, robins, crows, doves, etc. And they're very noisy. So much so, in fact, that it's hard to sleep in at times because as soon as the sun breaks the horizon, everyone starts to sing. So it's pleasant, I enjoy it. But I learned something interesting the other day, which is that all of those bird songs, while beautiful, they aren't so happy. You see, birds are very territorial creatures, and they sing in order to do two things. One, to ward off potential rivals, and two, to attract mates. So all the caw, caw, caw from the crows and the beautiful cooing of the doves that I enjoy hearing so much is actually them saying, "Hey, you get out of here," or "Hey, come check out my place." So it's not the wholesome, life-affirming chatter that you might think it is based on the beauty of the sound. But the reason that we're able to enjoy bird songs so much is because we don't understand it. We're not so caught up in the details, and instead we can see the big picture. And we can understand the beauty in the music, even with all the chaos it represents. And a big part of our Buddhist practice is learning to do the same with the rest of our lives. There are traffic jams and forest fires. People cut us off in the parking lot or ding our cars with their carts. This is the chaos. This is the bird song of our lives. And if we get too deep down into the details, well, it can be frustrating, infuriating, in fact. And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily. We have to be in the details. We have to know what's going on in the same way that a bird has to be able to fend off rivals and protect the eggs in their nest. But every now and then it can be helpful to stay back just a little bit and simply listen and watch the music of our lives instead of being so involved. So we can see the beauty of the entirety of the music instead of being caught up in the individual notes. And that's where Buddhist practice comes in. When we engage in practices like meditation, for example, sitting on the cushion, back straight, chin tucked, focusing on the physical sensation of our breath, it's not an escape, but it is a reset. It's an opportunity for our brains to adjust to what's going on in our lives, so that we can listen to the bird song without being so infatuated with what it means. We can enjoy the singing of the crow and the dove and the blue jay without worrying about who's trying to get into whose nest. And then once we can do that with the birds, we can do that with the other parts of our lives. The office gossip, the latest bad news on the internet, we see it, we recognize it, and then maybe we laugh a little bit. Because we realize that even in the midst of that chaos, if we look closely, there's beauty and there's peace. Amitabha.